where do ideas come from? That's a good question, isn't it? I mean, we get so many creative ideas in rehearsals, and usually, actually, when something's going wrong, you know the universe is pregnant. That there's something better. There's a better idea behind, and you either panic or I either panic and hold on, like, no, we got to stick to this and rough it through, and then it'll be all right. Or if you let go and let it fall into chaos, which for me is quite uncomfortable at times.
I like chaos.
Then an idea comes, but it can come into anyone.
I've gotten wonderful things from this.
Good.
You know, like Jim contributed a couple of lines, you know, just off the top of his head, a couple of words, which I thought were so good, I put him into the poem.
Where was that? I can't remember.
Well, it's the Florida poem, and he says, I'm listing again things that are in Florida. And one of the things he put was hanging chads, and so I thought, that's
yes,
great.
Hanging chads. Yeah, that's a very you kind of phrase.
Yeah.
Although you have refined this work from the initial outing that it had at the Guthrie, there are still elements that are buried within this that are about when characters are alone on the ice, their fullness of the psyche has time to emerge and confront them.
So the two characters are also, each of them experiencing in their own way, the twofold consciousness of soul, psyche occurring where the two worlds meet. The ice kind of sets that, doesn't it? Because it has this twofold world of what's above the ice and what's below the ice.
Below.
So it seemed a good setting that way.
The biggest component that you have out there is time. And you have time to assimilate nature and the sounds that nature makes, as well as this massive sky that nature gives you.
Nature starts to talk to you in a way.
It's true, isn't it, that when you're out on the ice, it's such a huge landscape, and you know there are no urban remnants of tower blocks or human dwellings other than distant habitation, and that gives you time to listen.
Two guys who are in their midlife, crisis, like Dante says, lost in the wood. What's the great quote at the beginning of the Inferno? Before I found myself
in the middle of my life, lost in the great wood. Something like that.
Well,
there are lots of
Beatrice,
different
and Beatrice
translations.
takes him down to the underworld, to the Inferno.
You could almost start this play
Repertory.
with that. I'm glad you haven't, but because it's lovely to just have
Why
Lewis.
didn't you write something
yeah.
like that, Lewis? A great line like that. Yeah, like Dante.
I don't know.
Oh,
I must have been off that day.
Oh, man. Oh, dear.